In this episode of our Cambodia trip, we'll have lots of delicious specialty food. We'll also have many joyful moments on Koh Rong Island, a wild island with beautiful beaches. I found a precious gem on this island, a place selling amazing grilled duck. She only sells around 5 ducks a day, but it was so good. Also on this island, I had a feud with Ms. Google Maps. She took me to a very scary place. Make sure to watch the whole video. So many great things are ahead. Let's start this episode at Sihanoukville. A cool thing here is that there are parking squares on the roadsides, so you can freely park your car to go to the beach. There are a lot of parking places on this road.
Xe 4 bánh mình vẫn có chỗ đậu thoải mái để mà qua bên kia tắm biển. Nãy giờ luôn á, hầu như đoạn nào cũng có chừa chỗ đậu bên tay phải hết.
If you look over there, many buildings have Chinese words on them. It's different in Vietnam. If the owner want to use a foreign sign, the sign must be translated to Vietnamese, and font size can't be bigger than the translated font. Over there, that's a construction that has been stopped indefinitely. Also, the building over there, let me zoom out.
Jesus, they just abandoned a nearly finished building like that?
Yeah, that building has only finished the upper part.
Why are there so much Chinese?
This building also I have Chinese. This whole town, there are a lot of unfinished building.
Những cái công trình đang xây dở chừng.
Cars are parked on both roadsides.
Xe hơi đậu kín luôn. Hình như dự án.
This building is unfinished too. I don't see any people or any activities. Also there and there, 2 unfinished constructions. On the left, there's also an unfinished construction. Most of them are in the middle of being built up. And most of the restaurants sell Chinese food. Look at these. I just thought that we were going into the... Look, a Vietnamese vegan restaurant? That's great. Oh, I could see a hint of Vietnamese.
Wow, luxury cars.
In front of this hotel, there are many expensive cars. Driving along this road, you can see many abandoned buildings, unfinished constructions, and there are no future plans for them. Most of them are hotels, apartments, and casinos.
Sang, rồi casino.
When mentioning casinos, you may only think about card games, but there are other familiar games. Fishing games, bingo. It's the same in Vegas. I saw many machines like that in hotel hallways.
Ở những cái khách sạn lớn đều có rất là nhiều những cái máy chơi những cái trò chơi cá độ như vậy.
This place was an economic zone, which means it had many policies about taxes, also policies about renting land. So this place attracted many foreign investors.
Biệt hơn những cái nơi khác, cho nên là nó thu hút được rất là nhiều những nhà đầu tư nước ngoài.
Additionally, when an economic zone was established, new rules were created with many gaps that the government hadn't planned for. When this economic place was created, many Chinese investors came and supported infrastructures, highways, airports, seaports. Some investors came and built hotels, casinos. Also, many other entertainment places that supported different needs.
Loại hình giải trí khác phục vụ riêng cho những mục đích khác nhau.
Then when COVID started, in 2019-2020, Cambodia government realized that those casino activities were uncontrolled, and they got strict about this, leading to the investors of those casinos went back to their countries, also because of the pandemic. So the economy got into crisis, and many buildings were abandoned. They were stopped because there was no money, there was no investor, and no renter.
Họ tháo chạy về nước. Cùng với đó là cái sự cộng hưởng của dịch bệnh nữa. Điều này gây ra một cái cú sốc kinh tế cho nơi đây và khiến cho rất nhiều tòa nhà đang xây dựng phải ngưng lại giữa chừng. Ngưng lại vì không có vốn, ngưng lại vì không có khách thuê, ngưng lại vì chủ sở hữu đã không còn ở nơi đây nữa.
You may wonder why the government doesn't seize those buildings to sell to other people, or just simply to build other projects. It's not that easy because it's related to other countries. Some buildings were sold to other people, and many owners were bankrupt, so they didn't know what to do. In the future, maybe the Cambodia government can find a way to solve this because it's too much.
Bán lại cho những cái pháp nhân khác, và có những pháp nhân người ta phá sản, người ta không xác định được. Trong tương lai thì chính quyền Campuchia họ cũng sẽ có giải pháp để mà xử lý những cái công trình như vậy thôi, tại vì
Recently, there have been news reports saying that some Vietnamese people were scammed into coming to Cambodia. and they got stuck in hotels, isolated areas. They had to work for the people there, scamming other people. If they didn't want to do this job, they had to pay a huge amount of money to get freedom, or they could be beaten. But it's not only in Cambodia. When I read the news, I could see that crimes that are specialized in online scams and similar cases, they're in many other countries. Myanmar, Cambodia, Philippines, and many other countries. I mean any country that lacks control, or if the law has many gaps. Or maybe that country is under a convulsion. Those are good chances for transnational crimes to come. They can use that to create those scamming places.
Những cái nơi nào mà nó có kiểm soát quản lý thiếu chặt chẽ này, hoặc là có những cái kẽ hở về luật, hoặc là có những cái biến động, những cái tình hình rối ren, thì những cái tội phạm xuyên quốc gia đó họ sẽ đến đó, họ lợi dụng những cái đó để họ lập nên những cái nơi mà lừa đảo.
So please, when you receive an invitation to any strange place to have a high salary job, please discuss this with your family before making a decision, because there can be an expensive price to pay for a bad choice.
Cái gì đó rất là lớn.
That's the night market, so I think I'll grab something to eat before getting back to the hotel.
Mình sẽ về nhận phòng khách sạn sau.
Wow, this guy has a super large pot of broth. I've seen many places selling beef hot pot.
Ở đây Khoai thấy người ta bán lẩu bò nhiều lắm.
Look at the bones.
Nè, với lại nồi seaweed, mấy cái đậu.
The long beans are tied just like hair, so cute. On the left, salmon sashimi.
It's how much for 100 gram? $5 for one box. Yeah.
$5 for one box of salmon sashimi, around 120,000 to 30,000 VND.
Gì vậy?
2.500.
Oh. Oh. Oh, cool.
Okun, oh, he's filming us.
Trả tiền đô nha.
Ừ. 5 đô. Ở đây mọi người sẽ nhìn thấy cô đang làm. Wow.
She's making fish balls with gravy on top.
Mà cô chế một cái loại sốt kẹo kẹo lên. Chìm rịp xua.
2,000 real for one skewer.
Mấy bon dear. Yeah.
That one is 3,000 real. I'll take this one. She'll add some extra sauce.
Thank you.
He's selling beauty sweet soup, milk tea, jelly.
Rau câu.
This place is selling chestnuts. This side mostly sell beef hot pot. Those places are beef hot pots and papaya salads. On this side, the food is a bit international. Sashimi, milk tea, and Thai fishball. I'll find a beef hot pot place and eat the food that we just bought.
Cái tiệm lẩu bò xong mình vô mình ăn cái này. Chìm rịp xua. Oh. How much for one?
60,000 real for 3 people.
Okay. Chậm. Thả đi.
Okay.
10,000 nè. Okay.
Bóc là không?
Dạ.
We don't eat raw crabs, we just eat vegetables and the salad.
Rau củ trong gỏi thôi.
Đặt lại đại viêm mau đặt lên tập rồi. Okay.
He's taking out the tendons, cartilage from the broth. It's a pity that I can't speak Cambodian, so we can only communicate by eye contact. The beef decorated in front of the pot already looks delicious.
Giao tiếp được bằng ánh mắt thôi mọi người. Nhìn cái phần bò của ảnh ở phía trước. Nhìn thôi là mình đã cảm thấy hấp dẫn rồi. Wow.
Wow, it smells so good. Look how thick the broth is. The vegetables are already prepared in portions.
Chuẩn bị sẵn.
Sức năng đây. Okay.
Sức năng đây.
This lid is very cool. It's less heat conducted, so we can hold it freely.
Để đây mình không bị nóng tay. Rồi.
Let's dig into this first. The salmon is a bit thin. I'll dip into this Thai sauce. No, this is Cambodian sauce.
Có bịch đá nữa.
The salmon is cold. The sauce is sour and spicy. It's garlicky, spicy, very fatty. This place has fresh salmon. I was afraid because this is a night market,
Cứ sợ.
but we can only
Nhưng
know
mà
if
cái này
we're
là
safe
phải
or not when we're
lát
in the
nữa về
hotel.
mới chắc ăn được. Hay về phòng rồi mới có an toàn hay
Dạ
không.
này không có toilet.
This looks like fishbowl.
Let's try it.
Tưởng bò viên. Mà cắn vô nghe mùi.
I thought they were beef balls, but they taste like tofu.
Mine too.
Oh, that's strange. It's boiling. This tofu is a bit soft. It isn't as crunchy as what I ate before. The pot looks amazing. Beef fat is on the surface and there are fried garlic, herbs inside. And I can tell this broth is well seasoned by looking at the color.
Đậm đà.
It's quite similar to the Vietnamese palate. The flavor is the same as Saigon beef hot pot, but with this one the beef flavor is stronger. The spice flavors are less. It's well seasoned, everything is balanced. Maybe this is egg yolk or condensed milk. I also ordered this one. This is an extra plate, 20,000 riel for this plate. Around 120,000 VND. This is the small dish. The large one is 30,000 riel.
Cần bò thêm như vậy. Dĩa nhỏ còn dĩa lớn là 30.000.
Let's wait for this to be cooked and I'll add them later. There are two different dipping sauces. One of them is a sour and spicy sauce. The other one looks like sesame sauce. This reminds me of the time when we were in Laos. Yeah, we were also in a night market like this. I wanted to order another portion of vegetable, but it cost 10,000 riel. It's around 60,000 VND for extra vegetables.
10.000 riel là khoảng 60.000 tiền Việt Nam mình một rổ rau thêm.
This tendon part nears the cow hoof, so it's bouncy, crunchy and chewy. It's difficult to pick it up.
Nên nó sẽ giòn giòn và dai dai và đàn hồi lắm, phải gấp nó không lên luôn.
Isn't it hot?
This tendon part nears the cow hoof, so it's quite crunchy, instead of normally chewy.
Thay vì nó chỉ mềm dẻo bình thường. Nó đã thấm.
It's already absorbed the broth, so you don't need to dip in the sauce. This is the natural black color of the cow stomach.
Đây là màu đen tự nhiên của cái lòng bò nha. Thơm thơm.
I can taste the peanut and roasted sesame seed, but they still make it to be sour and sweet. It's a good sauce that can adapt with any food. It's a combination of Chinese peanut sauce and sweet and sour sauce of Cambodia. Different from the tall buildings, the night market is a highlight representing the idyllic Sihanoukville. But the night market can be expensive, so make sure to bargain. Tomorrow, we'll move to Koh Rong Island. It's a whole new heaven, so please wait a sec.
Là một thiên đường khác hoàn toàn so với nơi đây nữa. Mọi người đợi Khoai nha.
Can you guess how much we paid for one night in this room? It's 2 million VND for 3 of us. We'll travel to Koh Rong Island, and I hope we can find amazing things on the island.
Sẽ gặp nhiều điều thú vị trên đảo.
The next morning, you'll be surprised about how empty the street is this morning. It was crowded yesterday night. But today I don't see many people on the street. We stop for the red light, but there's no one. Since we'll go to an island, there aren't many local people as well as services, so we decided to stop by a supermarket to buy the necessary food. We can pack to the island, so we can have something to snack. I'll visit this supermarket.
Những đồ ăn cần thiết, trữ lại bỏ vali lên trên đó để lỡ tối tối mình thèm gì đó mình có cái để ăn mọi người. Khoai sẽ đi vô trong siêu thị này. Có một vấn đề.
A special thing about this supermarket is that the prices are very expensive. Please watch and be surprised about the price in Cambodia and in Sihanoukville city. This is the seasoning zone. MSG $2 for one pack of 500 gram. Salt $0.8. Around 20,000 VND for 1 kilogram of salt. Rice is $9.75 for 5 kilogram, so it's around 230,000 VND for 5 kilogram of rice. Milk, 1 liter of milk costs $2.2, around 54,000 VND for 1 liter of milk. How much is this? $1.5, 37,000 VND for one snack pack. After visiting that supermarket, we decided to visit some other ones in Sihanoukville, so we can see how much local people usually spend on daily needs. In markets, goods can be overpriced, but in supermarkets and convenience stores, prices are fixed, and it can show a part of local people's spending.
Nó thấp nhưng mà giá cả trong siêu thị và trong cửa hàng tiện lợi là giá cả niêm yết và nó sẽ phản ánh một cái phần nào đó chi phí sinh hoạt của mọi người ở đây.
This is the second supermarket that we'll visit. Let's see if the price has any differences. This supermarket chain is more famous and there are some of them in small cities, so maybe the price can be more balanced. I see this Vietnamese coffee zone immediately, but there's no price here. Sugar costs 34,000 VND for 1 kilogram, 30 eggs for around 115,000 VND. Cambodia premium jasmine rice, 71,000 VND for 2 kilogram, and this is another Cambodian rice, around 183,000 VND for 5 kilogram. Tiger beer is 27,000 VND. Heineken is a bit more expensive, 30,000 VND. Cambodian local beer is 23,000 VND per bottle. Milk is also an essential, but it's a bit expensive. Over 100,000 VND for 2 liter of milk. Looking at the potatoes, I don't know why they're all sprouted but still being sold. They're poisonous. For 1 kilogram of sprouted potato is $39,000. Cooking oil is around 85,000 per 1 liter. It's 30% more expensive than Vietnam. A whole Vietnamese peanut varieties. But I thought it was Chinese, 47,000 for 150 gram. Then it's around 3 and 15,000 for 1 kilogram. Pork price is quite the same, only around 100,000 to 130,000 for 1 kilogram of pork. Hygiene products are mostly imported from Thailand, and the prices are 1.5 times higher than in Vietnam. Rice crackers imported from Vietnam, around 37,000, also 1.5 times more expensive. The living fee in Cambodia is somehow similar to Laos. So many essential goods have to be imported from Vietnam, Thailand, China. Cambodia doesn't have much strength in manufacturing, and the weather is not as ideal for agriculture as in Vietnam and Thailand. That's just some reference information. Let's pack up and ready to visit Koh Rong Island.
Chuẩn bị đồ đi ra đảo Koh Rong.
Oh, Nam's already wearing a beach shirt. This was bought in Thailand, right?
Yeah, it was my first time visiting Thailand.
The song being played is a remix Chinese song. Maybe because he usually pick up Chinese guests, so he has their music, maybe they'd prefer this. We're on our way to the port. This man is a friend of the homestay owner. She said that she'll ask him to pick us up from the hotel to the port. She also helped us to buy 3 tickets to the island. You can buy tickets directly through an agency or hotel, but because we'll stay at her homestay on the island, so she supported us with this.
Vé tàu để đi lên đảo luôn. Thường mọi người có thể tự mua được qua agency du lịch hoặc là qua khách sạn mà nơi mình ở. Nhưng mà tại vì này Khoai thuê cái homestay của chị đó trên đảo nên Khoai nhờ chị luôn, chị rất là nhiệt tình và chị nói để chị book luôn cho.
We'll use the speed ferry. There are 2 types. Speed ferry costs $25 per person. The other one is slower, only $5 or $7, but it takes over 2 hours to get to the island. Speed ferry only takes around 30 minutes. We're finally at the port.
40 phút là tới rồi. Giờ thì mình đã tới được bến cảng tàu cao tốc. Chắc là tàu này của mình nè.
Thank you. Is he giving us our ticket? $25 for round trip, right? No information on here.
Không ghi gì hết ha. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye bye.
This is the waiting zone before getting on the ferry. One goes to Koh Rong Samlom and the other goes to Koh Rong. We'll stay on Koh Rong Island, so we'll get in this line. Those 2 islands are quite close, so you can travel to the other one by ferry.
Mướn những cái tàu để mà di chuyển qua lại giữa hai đảo. Koh Rong.
Yes. You keep this one for the turn, don't lose it.
Yeah.
Long Beach đang toát thôi.
There aren't many seats left, there are only seats in the middle. I'll sit with my brothers here, I'll send the luggage here. If you get on the ferry soon, you can choose your favorite seat. The ticket doesn't have a seat number, so you have to get on here early if you want to sit near the window, unlike me.
Tranh thủ mọi người muốn ngồi gần cửa sổ là phải lên sớm nha mọi người, chứ đừng giống như Khoai.
After on the ferry for around 30 minutes, we arrived at Koh Rong Island. The seawater has a beautiful turquoise color. There are 3 to 4 pickup stops on the island. The ferry will stop one by one, so we have to be patient, because my stop is nearly at the end. We have to keep a lookout because our luggage can be given wrongly, and we will have to look for it. After dropping the guests at this stop, we'll move to the next one.
Chúng ta sẽ thẳng tiến tới bến tiếp theo.
Oh, our stop doesn't have beautiful white sand as the last ones. The feeling of walking here reminds me of Phu Quoc Island. Actually, there's a small sand dune over there. The water is clear and it has a turquoise color.
Và có màu xanh xanh lơ lơ. Wow.
There's a black array under the water. Can you guess what it is? I'll zoom in. Those are fish.
Cá đó.
So much fishes.
This can be up to 100,000 fish. What are they doing? Why are they swimming as a team like that?
This makes me feel like I'm visiting Phu Quoc Island, but from 10 years ago.
Khoảng tầm 10-15 năm trước.
Do you like having coffee in the middle of the white sand like that? And we can watch the beach, although there's not too much sand.
Mặc dù là bãi cát nhỏ nhỏ thôi. Giờ thì
Now we'll wait here for 5 to 10 minutes, because the homestay owner has ordered a tuk-tuk to pick us up. You can rent motorbikes here. If you don't have much luggage, you can rent one for $10 a day, and you can bargain down to $7 to $8 a day if you rent for multiple days. And you can use that motorbike freely, but we have 2 pieces of luggage and many cooking tools, so we have to wait for the tuk-tuk. The local houses here give me a feeling of peace. This fishing village makes me feel so peaceful, and this place has a whole different vibe to the Sihanoukville city. I love this place already. I hope we can have good food and great activities in the next few days. So please wait for me.
ở đây
Some local people are introducing activities on the island. If we want to go fishing or diving, he can guide us.
anh nói là nếu mà mình muốn đi câu cá hoặc là đi lặn thì có thể nói anh sẽ dẫn đi. Hình như có một cái chiếc
There's a tuk-tuk here. Maybe it's the one.
chị homestay mà Khoai đang ở. Đấy. Lily guest house. À. Anh này
He has a backside space for luggage. 2 people can sit at the front. The luggage will be put at the front, right where he sits, and he has a string to hold them back. Look at the electric cables. It's not too high from the ground, only more than 2 meters, quite unsafe.
2 mét mấy thôi. Nhìn cũng sợ ha.
Get on. Let's go. There's a lot of food.
Quá ha.
It was lucky that we didn't drive here.
I don't think we could drive a car on these roads. It's amazing. We can observe the sunset on the beach here. So many boats are parking here.
Nhiều tàu á anh, nó không trong bằng kia đúng không? Tổ na.
Hello. Bye bye. Hello. Đường ở trên đây mọi người sẽ thấy là đường.
The roads on this island are still sandy. Maybe they'll be renovated in the future. because sandy roads are quite slippery. Oh, I caught you taking sand. I caught you taking sand from the government.
Don't tell me he'll use this sand to build a house.
The houses here sit in the middle of small jungles. It's so cute. This island is so wild. The roads are sandy, and the houses are in the middle of the jungle and the sea. On the right side of me, look how beautiful the sea is.
Khoai, mọi người có thể nhìn thấy biển xanh lè luôn.
Tự nhiên ở trước nhà có cái chỗ
So beautiful.
You can do yoga beside the beach.
Mọi người nhìn
The forest here is still very wild. These are primary forests, but they're covering them up. Maybe there'll be many tourism projects in the future. It's lucky that we're here when everything is still very wild like this. Suddenly, I feel myself lucky today. We arrived at Koh Rong Island on a beautiful afternoon when the sky was so clear, and the trees make me feel so chilled. Driving on an empty road where there are no houses on either sides. The most amazing part is that there are so many gorgeous beaches on this island. You can look at the empty space on the left of me. I heard that it will be the location for an international airport. By that, more tourists will come here, and the island will change. A small cute town. We'll be at the homestay in just 2 minutes more, and there's no Wi-Fi, no AC, no internet to connect to the outside world. I hope that our phone data can be strong enough.
Internet kết nối với cuộc sống bên ngoài. Hy vọng là cái sóng điện thoại 3G, 4G vẫn còn có thể kết nối được.
And this small road will definitely lead us to the homestay, because there are no other houses around here. We're about to be there. This is amazing. Look, chicken. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, a whole riverside. So cool. We're here. Here's a dog with a ridge on its back. Looks like a Phu Quoc ridgeback. Also this one. It's beautiful, just like we're lost in a dreamy garden.
Lạc vô một cái khu vườn.
Hi.
Chim rịp xưa.
Chim rịp xưa.
Yeah.
So we have welcome drink for you.
Thank you.
Okay, please come inside.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This soybean
It's
milk.
Yeah, it's have with milk. It's homemade welcome drink here.
Oh.
It's have some whiskey,
Wow.
coffee, fresh milk, sweet milk, and a little bit of vanilla. Yeah, it's like cocktail.
Yeah.
Like Bailey.
Wow, a belly.
It's a bit creamy.
Thank you. Một cái nhà.
There's a stairway to the upper floor, but the important thing is that we're covered by a mangrove forest. This is just like the sea gate.
Đây giống như ở một cái cửa biển vậy.
Wow, I'm so ready to rent this to travel around. The water is so clear that we can see the bottom. Hey Nam, there are all snails down here. These snails can be eaten. Can we catch them? So many of them. Yeah, lots of them here, Sue. We'll catch these snails and steam them up.
Và hấp lên.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Hello.
Yeah.
How about the price the coconut?
175.
$175
Yeah.
for one.
Yes.
Yeah. And how about the snail in the river? We can catch them and eat them. The snail.
It's have a lot of work for snail.
Yeah.
But if you wanna eat, we can boil. It's easy.
Ah.
Yeah.
We
But
can
I don't
catch
know.
by myself.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Wow. Good.
The food price here ranges from $2 to $4. It depends. One breakfast is $4 to $5, around 100,000 to 120,000 VND.
Là khoảng 100 cho tới 120.000 tiền Việt Nam mọi người. I can have you do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Make me miss my hometown Bentre. You just need to twist it, and it will fall off the bunch.
Rồi. Ồ.
Drinking coconut juice in front of a gorgeous view. There are many beautiful resorts on Koh Rong Island, but this time I want to spend the whole time in the middle of the nature. So I chose this place, in the middle of the mangrove forest. It's near the sea gate, and we can meet a small fishing village near here. We'll play kayak and get on a fishing boat to the sea. It's about to dark soon, so we'll quickly move to the island center to find something good to eat.
Đảo để kiếm những cái món ngon ngon ăn.
We'll check into our rooms. If you notice, they built the walking path higher than the ground because the water can rise. That's why stilt houses are so popular here. Tides can hardly affect these.
Xây nhà sàn là vậy. Không bị ảnh hưởng bởi chiều cường. Wow, mình đi như vậy thì mình có thể
Wow, this is like we're walking in the middle of a forest. Oh ho ho, just branched just a bit taller than my head. I have to bend down.
Suddenly, I became too tall.
Yeah, I feel tall too compared to the tree. We're truly living in the middle of the nature.
thiên nhiên luôn. The first room. Đây là phòng.
This is my room. The room is quite simple. There's a bed, a mosquito net, and a small toilet inside. 450,000 to 600,000 VND per night, depending on the season. A small shelf, and a window. And this is the toilet. But there's no shower head here. We can only use that cup. If you want to use the shower head, you have to go to the bathroom outside.
Rồi dội lên đầu thôi. Còn muốn có vòi hoa sen nè, phải đi ra cái nhà vệ sinh ở phía bên kia.
Why is there no cover?
You mean this one?
No, I mean the window curtain.
If you're afraid about privacy and security, because this window doesn't have a curtain, don't worry, we have this. So creative. We've just put our stuff in the rooms. We'll get the motorbikes. We'll drive to... Those guests are adorable. We'll drive to the town center.
Giờ thì Khoai sẽ đi lấy xe máy và chúng ta sẽ chạy vô trong trung tâm thị trấn nhỏ nhỏ.
No helmet. Are there any helmets inside? On this island, people don't wear helmets, and the motorbikes don't have license plates. So if you're watching this video, please understand that it's not because we don't want to wear one, we can hardly find a helmet now. Where can I find a helmet? This is awkward.
Trên đây người ta sao mình bắt chước như vậy thôi. Chứ giờ kiếm nó bảo hiểm cũng ra luôn á. Này là trong tình thế khó xử. Yeah.
Finally, we have a helmet. This is just a small village, and I hope we can find food
Đây là
here.
một cái làng nhỏ thôi và Khoai hy vọng là trong làng sẽ có đồ ăn.
Oh, there's a coffee shop. Wow.
Nước nè, bánh xăng. Wow.
Here, there are many traveling boats, fishing boats, and small traveling boats. Ah, smoothie, coffee, ice cream. Wow. Oh, they sell papaya salad too. The houses here use planks from coconut tree. This reminds me of my hometown in the past. We did the same thing. We can no longer drive forward anymore. Over there is a very expensive resort. As I remember, it cost tens of millions of VND per night. Oh, he's holding a plate of dried fish, maybe a dried yellow-striped scad. I'm craving it a bit. Maybe it's a restaurant. That's right, there are tables and chairs, but are they closing?
Chim rip sure. You have anything for it?
We'll be on our way to find food. The village by the beach doesn't have much food, so we decided to drive 20 to 30 minutes to search for food.
Phút để kiếm đồ ăn.
The sunset is breathtaking until it's dark already and we can find an eatery. This place is smoky. That's the sign of delicious and hot food. Hello.
Bốc nghi ngút. Và đó là dấu hiệu của đồ ăn nóng hổi. Oh. Chim rip xua.
This place has grilled ducks.
Mọi người ăn không?
Lấy con vịt.
Con nào?
How much for this?
How much? $5.
Cũng
Oh.
rẻ.
One.
Yeah.
Dạ. Lỡ không biết lại. Wow, thơm quá. Tự nhiên nhìn
I feel so happy when I see this lady grilling ducks, because there are only 2 zones on this island, and they mostly have food for foreign tourists, and the roads we drove on were empty of people, and not many people sell food. So this grilling meal is a lot fancier than usual. I don't prefer typical food for foreign tourists, because I want to taste the local flavor when I travel.
Chứ không lại phải ăn mấy cái món mà dành cho khách Tây thì lại không thích lắm, tại mình đi tới đây du lịch thì mình lại thích ăn những cái món mà người ta ướp theo kiểu khẩu vị người địa phương hơn.
The sound of the duck skin is amazing, and duck meat is less dry when it's grilled because it has lots of fat, so the fat can keep the meat moist. There's an electric meter here. Maybe the electricity comes from the mainland, but it has been only 52, so maybe this is new. This duck is served with cucumber, carrot, lime, and some lettuce underneath. Oh, the skin is crispy, and it's extremely hot. She'll cut the duck. And here she has a jar of salt and pepper. It's huge to serve with the duck.
Để ăn chung với thịt vịt. Wow.
Wow! Steamy hot, it smells amazing. Smells so good.
Wow.
Enjoy, the smell is incredible. Okay, squeeze the lime in salt and pepper. And this is a garlic and chili dipping sauce, a familiar dipping sauce of Cambodians. The steam is all over the place. Let's try one piece of the duck. As you can see, the skin is crispy, aromatic. The meat inside is juicy, and it's still very hot. The smell, the skin is crispy. Oh, still very hot. It's not too greasy. The fat renders out when the duck is grilled. This is incredible. The meat is juicy, the seasonings are just fit. I can smell the 5-spice seasoning, but not too much. The main fragrance is still from the grilled duck skin. Look how beautiful the skin is.
Nướng nóng lên mà nó bốc mùi thơm. Đó, có cái da kìa. Có da đã ha.
Wow, how can this be so delicious?
Yeah, the texture is amazing, right?
The seasonings are just right.
The gamey smell of the duck is gone.
Is duck normally gamey?
Yeah, normally. We can freely have more ducks now. I ordered another one. This sauce is thickly filled with garlic and chili.
Nhiều.
I'm eating duck, but I thought this was free-range chicken. It's firm, it's not too fatty. I have to say that she has a great grilling skill. She scored on the duck, so the fat can escape out, and the skin can shrink in, so the duck fat can make the skin crispy. So delicious for such a cheap price, only $5 for one duck. The sauce hits my eye. Can you hear the sound? You can really hear how dry and crispy the skin is. This is a lot. Okun. Does this remind you of grilled pork, layers by layers, skin, fat, and meat? This sauce is a bit sour. It's fragrant with garlic and chili. This sauce is like southern dipping sauce, but with more garlic and chili. This place, it's like a hidden gem. Just a small and simple eatery can make such delicious grilled ducks. If you visit this island, make sure to come here.
Hôm nào mọi người lên đảo á, mọi người nhớ ủng hộ chị nha.
Jesus. Google Maps will be our enemy forever.
So many times now.
Yeah.
Đi luôn. Qua lên.
Hang on, Sue. Oh, there's a motorbike driving back here. That means this road is drivable. Oh, it's Nam. Oh, the road is better now. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Mừng quá. 5.
5 minutes later,
I don't want to drive at the back, I'm tired. How can I drive? Help me.
look at this road full of rocks. I want to officially announce that Google Maps will be my eternal enemy. I cannot accept this. This road is dark and creepy. Wow, so chilled. But there are no guests, just empty chairs. This area is quite fun.
There are some people here.
It's the beach out there, and there's sand here. We can have a meal here. She cooks in front of us. The music is loud. This road is not too crowded. Maybe it will be more crowded during holidays. Today is Friday night, but it's not as crowded as I expected.
Tối thứ sáu á mọi người, nhưng mà Khoai thấy cũng không đông.
Oh, this place has more people. This is where we were this morning, right?
Yeah, that's the ferry stop of ours this morning. The wind is so cool.
Mát quá.
Wow, is that place selling kebab sandwiches?
You want to eat papaya salad?
Papaya salad and fried fish ball?
How much for this?
250. Yeah.
Wow, they're even balut here. This is the difference. We're sitting at a normal table, looking at the beach, having dried squid and fish balls, and on the right, as you can see, so many tourists sitting on fancy chairs, chilling while having a cocktail. Fancy one side and the other side is rustic. But that's okay, we share this beach and the sound of waves.
Yeah.
This is grilled squid. Grilled dried buffalo meat. Papaya salad. Fried fish balls and fried tofu. It's amazing, we don't need a restaurant. Just by sitting on the sand, hearing the waves, the singing sounds from afar. And can this life be any better?
Thấy cuộc đời thú vị luôn mọi người.
Maybe I'll enjoy my dinner and hang out with my brothers. And we'll wake up early tomorrow to catch some snails. And we'll go to the pier to buy some seafood to cook at the homestay. And we'll explore the island to see if there are any other fun things to do. So please wait for me.
Mọi người chờ Khoai nha. Chào tạm biệt.
Goodbye everyone, I'm Khoai. Please subscribe to my channel to watch more videos about cuisine and culture all around the world.
Khắp nơi trên thế giới nha.